Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So the full Ahof'S mini album is finally out, and we've listened to every track. Remember what we said in the teaser review? We had a feeling about how this comeback would sound, and turns out we were pretty spot on. From the very first listen, it's clear that the title track is basically Rendezvous 2.0. It's got the same sleek, groovy rhythm, the same dreamy vocal layering, even the same energy. It doesn't feel like a new era, more like a direct sequel to their previous sound. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Ahof'S clearly knows what works for them, this smooth, polished, almost cinematic vibe. But after the first 2 or 3 songs, you start noticing they all live in the same sonic neighborhood. The melodies, the tempos, even the instrumental textures feel very similar. It's cohesive, yes. The whole album flows nicely from track to track. But at the same time, it lacks that punch or variety that keeps you on your toes. You don't get that moment where you suddenly go, wait, what's this? This one's different. And that's something a good mini album usually needs. 1 or 2 tracks that break the pattern. If we're being fair, the production quality is still top tier. The vocals are mixed beautifully, the harmonies are tight, and the overall sound feels expensive. Like every detail was carefully placed. You can tell Ahof'S and their team really polished this one. Now, when it comes to standouts, Pinocchio is definitely the track that caught our attention the most. It's catchy without trying too hard, and it has that little spark that makes it easy to keep on loop. Among all the songs, this one feels the most replayable. But, and here's where it gets tricky, the chorus of Pinocchio does sound really familiar, like suspiciously familiar. There's this moment where you go, wait, have I heard this before? It's similar enough to raise the question of whether it was sampled, hopefully with proper permission, of course. Here's the thing, there's a balance here. The good news is that the album feels consistent. Every track fits the same aesthetic. There's no awkward filler song that feels out of place. If you put the album on and let it play from start to finish, it flows smoothly. That's the strength of this release. But the downside, it's too consistent. There's a thin line between cohesive and repetitive, and this one lands right on that border. After a while, the songs start blending together. You remember how they feel, but not necessarily how they sound. And that's what makes it hard for any one track, aside from Pinocchio, to stand out. It's also clear that this album might be targeting a slightly different audience. Maybe listeners who prefer laid-back, consistent playlists. They can leave on while studying, driving, or relaxing. That's totally fine. But for fans who want growth or something that pushes Ahof'S boundaries a bit, this comeback sounds safe. We know Ahof'S can handle variety. They've shown flashes of it before. They have the vocals, the charisma, and the stage presence to pull off more dynamic genres. So hopefully in the next comeback, we get to see them play around with different sounds, something that surprises both fans and casual listeners. Now, since we're already heading into the holiday season, can we talk about how great it would be for Ahof'S to drop a Christmas song? Seriously, imagine a jazzy or acoustic holiday track from them, or even a special performance or cover. And if they're feeling extra generous, releasing the Universe League songs for Christmas would be chef's kiss. It's the perfect timing, and fans have been waiting for that for a while now. We're also keeping our eyes peeled for Mamma Mia and hopefully On and On. If those songs ever make it out officially, that'll be a treat for fans who've been following Ahof'S since the early days. So to sum it up, Ahof'S new mini album is cohesive, polished, and pleasant to listen to, but it plays things a little too safe. It's consistent to a fault. The title track feels like Rendezvous 2.0, and the rest of the songs follow its lead. Still, there are bright spots, Pinocchio being the biggest one, and we're excited to see how they evolve from here. Hopefully, their next comeback brings in a little more experimentation and variety. What about you guys? Which track stood out the most for you? Do you prefer this consistent sound, or are you ready for Ahof'S to explore something new next era? Let us know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned because we're definitely be covering their next release when it drops. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.